So as we close up an absolutely epic year in 2023 and look forward to 2024, a very real question comes up that we need answers to. Is it time to load up on even more stocks? Or is it time to cash up instead and maybe take some profits or stop buying altogether because the market is overheated and is due for a huge pullback? So let's actually discuss both today, and I'll give you a third option that absolutely nobody is talking about. So make sure you like the video if you like getting extra options and getting the truth without the hype as well. Now, I believe everybody can retire early and achieve financial freedom despite all the lies that you've been told. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there and check out my new channel where we talk about financial independence and retiring early. And the holiday sale for my group is live, and once the holidays are over, the price goes up forever. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there. If you want to get 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, see my watch list complete with price targets, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there, slide into my DMs, jump on our live Q&As. Guys, there's so much. Check out the pinned comment down there, as I may have actually left a little free gift for you guys too, even if you're not interested in my group. So first, let's talk about the case for loading up on stocks. I agree, there's a lot of stocks out there that are a little bit frothy, maybe even a lot frothy. But for all those stocks, there's also stocks like PayPal that are significantly undervalued. And even when I look at dividend plays, they're finally back down to fair value as well. So they've come way down off of those highs from last year. So for me personally, it's very, very hard to stare at steal deals and not buy those deals. And even during normal markets, which we haven't had a normal market since 2020. I mean, prior, like 2019 was the last time we had a normal market, guys. During normal markets, getting stocks at fair value, sometimes that's the best deal that you get, is getting a stock at fair value. So it's very, very hard for myself as a seasoned investor to actually not take advantage of those deals. Because I know 2021, where everything went to the moon, is not normal. And then I also know years like last year, like 2022, where everything was in the toilet, is also not normal as well. And there's a lot of other factors that bode well for stocks going on a run next year instead of pulling back, basically like the Fed finally starting to pivot. And it also being an election year at the same time. Both of those typically are very bullish for the stock market. And don't forget, there's also $6 trillion with a T, guys, T, $6 trillion on the sidelines that is finally starting to show signs that it's starting to come into the market as bond yields start to fade once the Fed starts lowering the rate. So you kind of mix all those sort of things in, and it sets up for a very bullish scenario for 2024. So you kind of put all those things together, and those are all very good reasons to continue to put money into stocks and continue to buy stocks, because a lot of stocks are not going to be cheaper at the end of next year. They're going to be a lot more expensive than at the end of last year. So you're definitely wanting to stock up in those particular scenarios. But guys, there's always an opposite side of the coin. So let's talk about the other side next. So the case for cashing up instead of buying stocks. Well, there is clear froth in the market, guys. There is no doubt about it. There's a lot of froth out there in the market, and a lot of them are in retail favorites. I mean, these stocks have had some incredible runs over the past month or two, and they're sitting, there just needs to be a pullback. There's no other way to put it. Those stocks need to pull back. They don't run infinitely. It's like we said before, it's not 2021. We're just stocks to the moon forever. They are going to cool off and they are going to pull back. And obviously in that scenario, you want to be cashed up. You want to have a lot of cash sitting there so you can take advantage of those pullbacks. And I hate to say it, but there are actually some retail favorite stocks that are overvalued as well, which of course means those are going to pull back too. So no matter how you slice it, there's going to be some deals next year. And also keep in mind, there's going to be some losers for when the Fed starts to lower that rate. And so in that particular case, they may be stocks that you want to buy. So obviously it's prudent to cash up, because if you want to buy those stocks, they're going to be a lot cheaper later on in the year than they are right now at the beginning of the year once the Fed starts lowering those rates. So you got to kind of keep that in mind, that it absolutely would be a time to cash up if you're looking at the stocks that are going to be affected negatively by rates going down. Now, I don't believe this next point because the data tells me the exact opposite thing is happening. But there are some folks out there who think everything's just going to crash like next year. It's just going to be terrible. We're just going into depression and the stock market's going to crater and all these other things like that. Okay, well, I mean, if you truly believe that, then at that stage, the best and most prudent move for you might very well be cashing up for that crash. Again, I don't see it at all. That's not what the data is pointing to at all. But I understand that's just an opinion, just one guy's opinion here on the internet. There's lots of other opinions out there. And if that truly is your opinion, that we just are in for an epic crash next year, then it absolutely makes sense to cash up. But what if I told you you could do both? Both load up on stocks and cash up at the same exact time. Impossible? Well, actually, to be honest with you guys, it's not impossible, and let me show you exactly how. There are essentially 2 ways to accomplish this, guys. And the first one is solving the money problem. Now, there's a whole lot that goes into this, and obviously I talk about it on my other channel. You guys can Google this. I'm sure, I guarantee there's a lot of other great videos here. But just to kind of give you a quick overview of how you solve the money problem, you've got to figure out exactly where your money's going, exactly how much you're spending, what is your budget. Then trim that budget down, get rid of all the excess fat, and then use that excess fat, which then turns into dollars in your account, to then put into your investment account to either cash up or to buy the stocks that you want to buy. Either way, it'll create a lot of extra money going towards your investments to where you can do both. Basically, you've got to decide, I'm going to choose investments over stuff. And if you want to take it a little bit further here and get a little bit more, it's not really extreme, but to me, if you want to really amplify this thing, then actually downgrade your vehicle. Look to house hack your house, or actually house hack altogether. There are so many different ways to actually solve the money problem that you can jump into. And this isn't the right video because it would drag on for the next 30 minutes and nobody wants to hear it for the next 30 minutes. But I encourage you guys, this is absolutely real and you can do it right there within your own budget. No extra stuff necessary. Now, of course, if you want to take on a side hustle, you want to take on extra hours at work, that's another way to supercharge it. But just starting right there at the basics, getting that budget down and then trimming out all the fat, you'd be surprised how much money you're wasting on a lot of things that are out there that you might not should be spending money on that will free you up to actually be able to do both cash up and buy stocks at the same exact time. And the second way is to create income loops. And I know we just talked about it, but starting a side hustle, starting an extra business, taking on extra hours at work, start doing house hacking with your house. Turn your house from a thing that costs you money to something that pays you to live in it. It is possible. It is feasible. I have done it over and over and over again. I have group members that have done it over and over and over again. I know a lot of different folks that have done this strategy over the years. It is completely plausible and it absolutely happens day in and day out with everyday people. There's nothing special to do with it. You just got to learn, understand the concept, understand the math, and then be willing to have the guts to get out there and actually do it. But hey, I got it. Might not be for you. Maybe you have a high-end job where you make really good money, on an hourly basis, and you can take on extra hours at work and kind of get that, double time or time and a half or whatever your overtime pays you. Hey, start right there first and start using that and create the money loop right there. But either way, that extra money coming in will allow you to be able to absolutely cash up and stock up on stocks at the same exact time. And the holiday sale for my group is live. And once the holidays are over, the price goes up forever. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there. If you want to get 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, see my watch list complete with price targets, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there, slide into my DMs, jump on our live Q&As. Guys, there's so much. Check out the pinned comment down there, as I may have actually left a little free gift for you guys too, even if you're not interested in my group. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market, and click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.